YouTube, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Fizz, the great one. So check this out. First and foremost, I feel like I always got this outfit on when I'm making a car video, especially I wore this beanie, but you know what I'm saying, we got the Monday night, you know what I'm saying, we got the Monday Night Raw shirt on, so we're gonna review Raw from last night, but we're only gonna review this particular segment. Seth Rollins and Gunther, step up to the front right now, because I'm about to flame both of these niggas. I ain't gonna, well, I don't really gotta flame Seth Rollins, but he's within what's going on, so he's about to get flamed low-key. He's about to catch a stray, as they say, right? Yo, bro, so you mean to tell me Gunther, right, was standing out, he was in the crowd waiting for Seth Rollins because he knew Seth Rollins got out of jail in kayfabe. He knew that Seth Rollins was medically cleared. So Gunther was just standing out there waiting for Seth Rollins? No. That's because that segment was made for Braun Breaker. Don't watch my video from yesterday. I'm telling you right now, my predictions were they're ass at this point, right? Because low-key, none of that shit didn't end up happening. The only thing I got right in my predictions video yesterday was that Roman Reigns is going to come out first. And I don't even want to talk about that. I'll probably talk about that in another video. But let's just talk about Roman Reigns. Let's talk about Seth Rollins and Gunther. So Gunther pulls this nigga Seth Rollins out of the ring as Seth is getting ready to curb stomp Paul Heyman through the mat. I'm telling you right now, when the camera panned, I stood up because I was like, oh shit, Braun Breaker's about to spear this nigga to Kingdom Come, right? Like, I was hyped. And then he gets pulled out of the ring. I'm like, oh damn, I wanted to spear, but this is fine. He about to put his ass through the table that almost took him out of WrestleMania action, right? No, it's just Gunther out there. It's just Gunther out there. He puts him in a sleeper hold and he points to the WrestleMania Vegas sign, and I'm like, okay, this is probably going to be some of the best wrestling we get that weekend, no doubt. That match is going to happen on Saturday night, no doubt. The doubt in my mind that I have is that I'm going to have so much more to be invested in when it comes to this. They only got like 2-3 weeks to build this, and my thing is, and I understand that every story doesn't necessarily need to have the most deep rooted storyline. I know that, right? But my problem is Gunther has not been seen on television for damn near a month. Maybe it is a month, right? Oh, we got the, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it has been a month at this point. And if that's the case, all right. But like, you have not been seen on TV. You're just gonna randomly come up when Seth Rollins is about to attack Paul Heyman. Why are you saving Paul Heyman's ass? Well, like, where's there's no continuity when it comes to this. And like I said, some storylines don't even have a story. Like Oba versus Brock, I'm very excited to see that match. That match, Loki, don't got a story either. It's literally just one dude getting the best of Brock every week. There ain't really much of a story there, but I'm interested because I see what the vision is. No pun intended. I don't see what the vision is for Seth Rollins and Gunther, bro. And these are, bro, the thing is, if Gunther didn't retire John Cena, niggas probably wouldn't care as much. I think niggas would be tight. They'd be like, yo, like, why don't you have one of your, you know, he's not the youngest star. Well, you get what I mean. Like, why don't you have, like, one of your biggest younger stars on the roster? I mean, on the card. Same thing for Seth Rollins. I mean, like, if he's cleared, then what are we waiting for? What's the problem? Clearly, I'm trying to give these niggas the benefit of the doubt. I think they waited as long as they could to see if Braun Breaker was going to get cleared, and he just wasn't cleared in time. And it really sucks because that way the story's already written. Braun Breaker's back. He spares Seth Rollins to Kingdom Come, and he's looking or pointing at the WrestleMania sign. Everybody's talking about him. Bro, like, we know what time it is. Now, who would have came out of that match? I don't really know. It's gonna happen at some point. I don't really know what's to come out of that, but when it even comes to this match here, like, who goes over? You low-key feel like you need to put over Gunther. This is gonna be his biggest match since retiring Cena. Then it's like, do you really want Seth Rollins to come back and lose the match? Not that it matters so much, because I think Seth Rollins could lose the match. He'll be fine. It's fucking Seth Rollins. And Gunther can also lose the match. You just retired John Cena. But then having Gunther lose on the same card of the nigga who's hosting the show that he retired 4 months, I don't really know. So they're gonna have to figure that out. But my only thing is, if you if they knew that Braun Breaker wasn't going to get cleared, or even if there was a chance for Braun Breaker to get cleared, I'm not saying have Gunther be on Monday Night Raw doing dumb shit, but he can't not be seen for 3 weeks, not even talking about WrestleMania. Literally, yo, what they should have done was they should have just gave Gunther Seth Rollins' story going into WrestleMania 38. When Seth Rollins didn't have an opponent for WrestleMania, remember when he got on that announce table, he was like, yo, this is bullshit. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? He got cheated out of the tag match for Kevin Owens. Obviously, Kevin Owens ended up facing Stone Cold in the main event at night 1. Seth ended up facing Cody night 2. No, I think that was night 1 as well. But, like, they really could have had Gunther going around talking about some, I defeated the greatest of all time, and nobody wants to face me at WrestleMania. Or he could just be like, you know what? Bro, they could have made something out of that. They could have had, Gunther could have just, they could have made, the way Adam Pearce be backstage, stressed as all hell, Gunther could have just been back there, you know, cheesing and smiling and be like, well, I'm not scheduled. I don't really have to fight tonight. I beat John Cena. Like, they could have made something out of that so that Adam Pearce could be like, no, like, you will be at WrestleMania. And in my opinion, while I do feel like they waited for Braun Breaker, God forbid they didn't, and they just didn't know what the fuck to do, and they also didn't have a plan for Gunther. Dude, like, I would have just had Gunther just going around. Maybe he just chops the living shit out of everybody backstage or something like that. But make him feel like he don't need to do shit. Now, I don't think it makes sense for him to be like that approaching WrestleMania necessarily, but I mean, if the story is Gunther feels like he's defeated everybody and Seth Rollins is coming back from injury, Adam Pearce very much so could have been like, oh no, you will have a match because someone who needs to have a match at WrestleMania is back from injury. He's medically cleared. Niggas might be like, oh, like, is it Braun? Who's it going to be? Fucking Seth Rollins comes out, make something out of it. But they would have had time to make something out of it because they would have made that decision like 3 weeks ago when it was the last time we seen this nigga. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I just feel like they could have figured that out. They could have figured that out. Gunther should have never not been on TV for that long. That makes no sense. And for him to not be on TV for that long leading into WrestleMania, knowing that you're going to have him on the card doing something, figure it out. I literally would have just had Gunther go out there talking about some who's going to face me at WrestleMania. But maybe they didn't want to do that because that's what Brock was doing early on. But Brock got his opponent the second time he appeared on television. I don't know. This match doesn't make sense. You can't have a correct build for a match that doesn't make sense because there's no sense involved to make the match. So, I'm going to enjoy the match for what it is. I'm not trying to shit on the product, and I'm not trying to shit on the match, but when you don't have any sense out of what you're doing, you will get flamed for it. So, Triple H, you better do something within these next 2 weeks. I need an explanation out of Gunther. Why did you do that? What was the point? And he better not come out there talking about some Seth Rollins, I'm going to destroy you at WrestleMania. I'm going to, you know, like the same way when he was talking to Seth, he didn't talk about some Semi. No, bro. Like, I'm not, no. You better have some real, something. And don't tell me he a henchman for the Vision, bro. These niggas is good. They got championship gold last night when they beat the Usos. Shout outs to ISO Speed. Bro, they don't need help. Get out the way. They don't need help. They got Paul Heyman. They got Austin Theory. Austin Theory is a champion. A nigga like me is happy. But, yeah, guys, I'm going to cut this here. Because as you can see, I'm starting to get riled up for a second time. So, if you got to this point in the video, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. We're going to get some more of these coming out. I got something else to talk about. I really do want to talk about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. And also, not Roman and Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns and CM Punk. But also, the next video coming up, we are going to talk about Cody Rhodes. Because that nigga is turning heel. You heard it here first on Fizzo Network. It's been your boy Fizz, the great one. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm out, bro.